Alright guys, today I wanted to make a video about one of the world's up and coming young talents, and that is Sheffield United Senegalese forward Iliman Ndiaye, who has had a unique start to his footballing career, to say the least. Born in France, grew up to an interest in football, but him and his family moved to Dakar I nearly said Qatar for some reason, and to Dakar in Senegal, where he got a lot of experience playing football on the beaches I believe it's the capital city of Senegal, I think it is. A couple of years later, moved back to England, had trials with clubs like Manchester United, Chelsea and Reading, but ended up joining Boreham Wood in the non-league. And then I believe he was released from there and joined the Sunday League team, Rising Ballers. Now, obviously, Rising Ballers, they get the players who play for them get a lot of exposure, which means that bigger teams can have a look at them. They're only Sunday League level, I think. They can see the players. They get attention like through social media, and that's how Sheffield United managed to find Ndiaye. And ever since he's joined Sheffield United, he's done really well. Season on season, there's been massive improvements, and this year has been his first season, I think, where he has looked absolutely stunning. He's had an amazing start to the season, scoring and assisting quite a few goals in not many appearances, considering we're only halfway through the season. And yet he's been playing that well that he is a championship footballer who is being called up to the Senegal national team for the World Cup. That's some achievement, considering Senegal. I know that they've had a bit of a disadvantage with Sadio Mane's injury and him being ruled out of the World Cup now, but they're expected to make it through their group, so that is some achievement for a championship footballer. And yeah, in terms of playing, he can play pretty much anywhere along the front line. He's likes, from what I've noticed, he likes to play almost as like a second striker, if that makes sense, where he has a little bit more freedom rather than being up against centre backs. He can come a bit deeper, pick up the ball, and try and take it in space before he gets a shot off. And this season, usually scores. That's how good he's been in front of goal. He's just very skillful. One of the most skillful players I think there has been in the Championship, certainly since the days of Adel Taarabt. I'm not going to compare him to Taarabt because, I mean, that 1 year that Taarabt had in the Championship for QPR, I believe it was 2010-11, the season they got promoted. I don't think that'll be anything like that ever again in the Championship. Some of the stuff he was doing was outrageous, but to be fair, Iliman Ndiaye, it's not a million miles away, some of the stuff he does. And the other thing I like about him, he does his work off the ball as well. He's not one of these just like a number 10 maverick who, once they've got the ball, can do amazing things with it that get brilliant for highlights reels. Off the ball as well, he works hard for the team, he closes players down. There are very few weaknesses to his game. He can play as a front man, he can play different positions as well, which is useful for any team. And yeah, Sheffield United this season, they're going to be going for promotion in the Championship, and it will be interesting to see if they manage to get back into the Premier League after a couple of years out of it, if Ndiaye stays and plays a big role for them in the Championship, or whether a Premier League team snaps him up, because the way he's playing, that wouldn't be out of the question. In fact, it'd be seen as completely normal. We've seen it with quite a few players in the Championship over the past few years. Players like Said Benrahma, Ebere Eze, Michael Elise, quite a few. And I genuinely think Ndiaye is easily good enough for the Premier League. I mean, he's going to the World Cup. That says something in itself. And the fact that Sadio Mane is injured for Senegal, this could mean that he, all of a sudden gets a chance, or more of a chance in the team. I'm not sure if he'd start, but who knows? It'll be interesting to see how the career of Iliman Ndiaye goes on.